Hi Anti-Society, welcome back to the Antisocial Planet, and today we are checking out SuA's Still With You cover. And y'all, when I got the notification when this was posted, I didn't believe it. Like, my brain was like, I know the title of that song. I know what Jungkook's name looks like in Hangul. Like, I don't know a lot of Hangul, but I can read his name. And I'm like, there's no way that this is the song that I'm thinking of, because there's no way that I would be blessed to hear one of my favorite Jungkook songs sung by SuA. No way. And then she did the Standing Next to You, and I was like, hang on, is this what we're doing? Is this what we're doing this year? Because if we are, I am simultaneously here for it and worried for my own safety, because I adore Still With You. Like, this song is so good. The like jazzy feeling to it, it's like ethereal with the choice of like vocal melodies. Like, everything about it is superb. Like, when this song dropped, the power it had over me, and to this day, it's incredible. So I don't know what this is gonna be. Like, I don't know what the video is gonna entail. Her voice is gonna sound great on it, I'm sure, but like, I'm not ready. I wasn't prepared. That wasn't on my bingo card for 2024 to have like these worlds collide for me as a fan. So let's just check out the song, because for once I know which song is being covered. So let's just get to the special clip. I'm just like trying to calm myself because the excitement is too much for this. Let's see what you got, SuA. The guitars. I love that she kept the filter over the voices at the beginning, the vocals. Oh, just like the spark, like, I love how she has like this like dark blue outfit on too. Like, the whole aesthetic of this video, but like that color on her, and then having the like more neutral like eyeshadow with like a little bit of sparkle in it. She looks gorgeous.
어두운 밤 조명 하나 없이 익숙해지면 안 되는데 그게 또 익숙해 마지막이 들리는 이 에어컨 소리 이거라도 없으면 나 정말 무너질 것 같아.
Oh, I love that getting into her like lower range sounds beautiful. Like, very like strong in her chest voice, darker sound. I love that she's putting a little bit of a voiced onset to it, so that like before you hear it, sounds ugly in isolation, but she's putting a little bit of that like vocal fry voiced onset right before she actually sings the words, to just like adding in that texture. It sounds great. She sounds so good in this. There's something about, I'm a sucker for a jazz song, and I'm a sucker for like a darker vocal tone. And like, this is just giving me everything that I want. Honestly, it's a little overwhelming. She could have picked so many songs to cover, and she was like, I know which one. Like, I was talking to one of my patrons when I was checking out the Standing Next to You cover, and they were like, she chose violence as her New Year's resolution. And I agree. She went into 2024 and she was like, how can I cause the most damage? And she just sounds so good. The vibrato too.
정말 무너질 것 같아 함께 웃고 함께 울고
Great closure.
감정들이 내겐 전부였나 봐 언제쯤일까 다시 그댈 마주한다면 눈을 보고 말할래요 보고 싶었어요.
There was a little part there where she put cry into her voice, which is great. She's adding in these little textures. Like, she's in a really comfortable part of her voice. It's honestly like a little bit deeper than I'm used to her hearing. I'm sure I've heard her go into like this part of her range before, but it's not usually where she comfortably sits or where she elects to sit in her voice when she's doing different songs. So it's just really great to see this very like grounded, darker, deep tone to her voice, and just like the color of her natural tone is coming out just so nicely, and I love it. Right there, there's a little cry when she goes down in the notes. That's what I was waiting for. Oh, look, I was waiting for that part to see how she was gonna lighten up her voice. Sounds gorgeous. There were some ad-libs there in the back that I think she also did, and I was like, okay, I hear that note. Just that like flipping up into this like falsetto, and like in the original vocals there is this like little bit of rasp in it to just, I think like part of that's Jungkook's voice, but it adds this little bit of tension to the lyrics because of like the whole story of the song. You need to have that like little bit of, I don't know, it's like resistance or tension in the way that they're being performed to go along with that narrative. And I think it fits really well with the like I was saying, these like voiced onsets. I'm saying that's like a little bit more of a technical term with like linguistics, which isn't exactly what she's doing, but she's like putting in a voicing of her vocal cords, that like little bit of vocal fry before she actually says the words. And it, again, it's just adding that like little bit of resistance and like emotion into it. There's this feeling of like intentionally putting tension into the voice at certain points to sell that narrative, and she's doing such a good job. Right there, there's an ad-lib. The instrumentation on this song is everything. Beautiful vibrato there. She did a great job there progressing from like this really light sound at the beginning of that and progressing more and more and more into closure. I was saying at the beginning of the song, she had some great closure with her vocal cords. And then at this part, really light at the beginning, and then just progressing more and more into a heavier sound as she went through. Gorgeously done. Really light and breathy here. More closure. And they're a lot more oomph. I love the little cries she's putting in. That ad-lib is pretty high. Not to interrupt her, but she's doing such a good job on this song, and I feel like it's not showing off a crazy range, which is like not the purpose of the song, even in the original, but it shows off wonderful like narrative texture, and I love getting to see that with her voice, where I feel like she does show it off in little moments in Dreamcatcher songs and in moments where I've seen her do like solo stuff, but there's just something about the like quiet narrative touches of this song, and she's doing such a good job with it that I'm just like proud, you know? Like, I feel like I'm just like beaming here as a proud parent, because I'm like, look at her doing this, you know, being talented and taking on this song, putting in those touches. And I'm a little bit distracting myself from like the more like somber energy of like the video and stuff, but she's doing such a good job. I think there's something about this song, like not only do I feel like there's some difficulty in like the melodies of the song, like there's some complexity to the vocal melodies in this, but you also have to be able to sell that narrative. Like it is about selling what you're saying as opposed to showing off like vocal technique necessarily, or having like, I feel like showing off vocal technique to people who don't know vocal technique that well, you know, like to hitting a really high note or a powerful note or a belting note is something that people who don't know the technicalities of singing can understand the kind of talent that goes into that. And it has its purpose within certain songs. But then there are songs that, like, as a vocalist, as someone who has performed or practiced, that you hear it and you're like, wow, that's a hard song to sell and to sing and to make it work because of different aspects of it. And I feel like this is one of those songs. Like, it's not just me loving it because it has that jazzy feel to it, because I love the vocal melodies, because it's a Jungkook song. It's because it has these moments in it where I'm like, oh, if I had to sing this, I'd have to put in some work to make that happen. And I think a lot of it is those narrative touches, those little details that sell the narrative that's being told, that even if you don't know what the lyrics say, you can understand the vibe of this song. And you have to be able to get that right. And like the magic that comes with that subtlety is so hard to capture. And I just feel like she's doing a good job, and I want to gush about it. I feel like y'all are okay with that. Beautiful transition to a lighter sound. Oh, so well done. And can we talk about, you know, going back into subtlety, can we talk about the acting in just her eyes there at the end when she like wakes up? Like, you can read so many different emotions that she flips through in just the way that her eyes are. Like, she's not doing anything else. She's not doing exaggerated expressions. She's not doing anything else with her body language. It's all in her eyes. And she does such a good job of it. Like, she's such a good performer. And in this, she's like not even showing off her like dancing and like full-on performance skills that I know she has. Okay, I've seen No Dot. I know what she can bring to me if she wants to. It's so great seeing her like trying all of these different things, like doing the Standing Next to You and then this, and getting to see her exploring other things. I've heard from other people that she's talked about also recording something else, which is super exciting. Like, she has all of these little projects that she's doing on the side to kind of explore different parts of her as a performer and a singer, and I just love getting to see it. I feel so fulfilled right now. Like, this is a personal gift to me, and I love it. What a wonderful little treat for us. Like, I just feel so happy after that. I can't even explain it. Like, she did such a good job. It's one of my favorite songs. I'm so happy to see her like doing all of these little things, these little projects on her own. Honestly, Dreamcatcher in general, feeding us with these covers and little like side project things that they've been doing. I've not been able to keep up, but I am very excited to go back and make sure that I get to everything. But this, I had to check out this because of how much I love this song. And honestly, I think it shows how much of a like music lover SuA is, because this is not, I feel like, a song that just anyone would come across. Like, if you know about Still With You, you're a Jungkook fan. Like, you know his music, because you're not just gonna like casually stumble across this song. You have to like want to find it if you're going to listen to it. So I think it shows how much she loves music and different styles of music, that she isn't just like focused in on her bubble of like what is like a dreamcatcher sound, that she's exploring all these different sounds and getting all these different influences. And I really love that. I love getting to see artists show like different musical tastes than you would really expect, and showing that they really do appreciate all of those different styles and look into them and like are aware of different kinds of music being made out there. Because I feel like it shows how much they really love it and how much they're willing to explore different styles and be exposed to different kinds of music. Because if you're just like stuck in your bubble of like a specific sound, you're limiting all these other parts of music that not only you get to enjoy and discover, but you're also limiting your creativity because you're not being influenced by all these other sounds. You're just stuck in like a comfort zone. So I loved getting to see it. I think she did so much with such a simple video of like her being able to convey emotion and different bits of the story just with like her eyes and like simple body language and like the set designs and her clothing and stuff. Like so much of this was like intentionally put there to tell a story with like a very limited like time frame and resources. Like it's so good. So I hope you enjoyed watching that along with me. You can click this playlist to go see my previous reactions, or you can subscribe to this next time I'll host a Dreamcatcher reaction. I will see you in the next video. Bye.